just got back from the tool room. I went and I got my tap that I would need, and I got a tap driver, and I got those in the same location that you already retrieved these tools during your radial drill press project. But one thing I got that you haven't seen yet is I got a Morse taper adapter, so that way I can go from a R8 taper, which is what our milling machine has, to the Morse taper here. Because I can't hold on to this with a standard drill chuck. That's not going to work out. If I have a Morse taper tool bit, or tool holder in this case, I go and I get the correct holder. This is very important. Otherwise, we will not only damage the tool that we're chucking on, but we will also be damaging the drill chuck itself, and that's bad. So again, this is review. I just line up the tang like so, and then I can give it a good tap on a piece of wood or with a dead blow hammer. Now, a little more review. You're going to go ahead and watch me change this tool. We're going to take out the boring head and we're going to put in our tap. So I got my dead blow hammer. That's what we're going to use. After we put our hand on the brake, loosen the drawbar. It just broke loose. Now I give it about another turn. You notice it's not loose. I'm not able to move it up and down, but I'm going to support my boring head because, again, this is just a straight shank and a collet. So when I give this a tap and it knocks this tapered surface out of the spindle, then my boring head can fall. And if it falls and it hits on the tip, it's going to hurt the tip. If it falls and that tip hits your hand, which it shouldn't be under there anyways, it's going to hurt you. Don't do that. Give it a little tap. That'll slide right out. It actually kicked out, and then I had enough pressure that it kind of got stuck back in. Set that down. Go ahead, put this back where you got it. Well, I'm going to use a block of wood to seat that, because I don't want to ding up this face any more than it already is. Run the drawbar down, put my hand on the brake again, put the wrench on, tighten it up, and we're good. And I'll go ahead and move over to the hole locations. Which is, almost starting that hole, it's 750 positive in X, 750 positive in Y. There we go. The print tells me that I want to drill a through hole and then tap 3/8/16 threads a 1/2 inch deep. So if I just hold up a scale and I look at my tap, I can tell that my tap tapers at the beginning. And I don't want to count from the tip up a 1/2 inch and then make a mark. I want to go from my first full thread, which will be my first full point of thread that my tap is going to cut, and I want to measure from that point up a 1/2 inch and then make my mark. Now I'll just hold my scale against the tap till I see what I like, and I'll make a little mark. And for what we're doing today, that's going to be accurate enough. I'm all set up. Get a little cutting oil on the tap. I changed my RPM to 135. It was at 1,000. I don't want to be tapping that fast because, well, the whole operation is going to go too fast. And I'm probably going to end up burying the tap all the way up to the top, and then I break it off in my part. That'd be bad. So just like at the drill press, I'm going to have light pressure downwards while it's tapping in, and then as it's in reverse and backing out, I will just ever so lightly elevate it. Now, if I lift up with too much force, it's just going to pull the tap out of the tap holder, at which point I stop the spindle. So here we go. Also, you noticed I stopped when the yellow line was pretty much even with the top of the part. Now I'm going to go ahead and move to the other locations and tap those holes as well.